Hey everybody, welcome to Smashing Game Time. We are two brothers that like talking about video games. I am your host, Nick. As always, I am joined by Josh.
So I'm confused. Am I introducing myself, or are you introducing me, or are we just doing a mixture of the two? Because it's kind of like flip flopped.
I mix it up. I like to mix it up. I like to keep you on your toes. You never know. You never know. Josh, go ahead and introduce yourself. We're going to do both on this one.
Okay. Hi everybody. I'm Josh.
Yeah, he's my brother. We like to play video
We're
games.
two brothers. We're
We're
two brothers.
Two brothers. We're two brothers. And guys, I have a PS5 now. I went and finally grabbed Josh's PS5. My library. Did we mention this in the show last week that my copy of Death Stranding 2 came in?
I don't know if we mentioned it during the show. I think it may have been after or before.
Yeah, so my library, I was like, oh, let's put this on hold. I'll probably get it sometime in December. No, a week later, they're like, oh shit, dog, nobody wants this shit. Here you go, Holmes.
No one understands Kojima's work. Here you go.
Everyone's like, shit, dog. We do books and people don't get the books. Now people don't get the game. It's kind of crazy that media, like video games, have kind of gotten to a point where it's kind of like books, where people like the idea of owning a bunch of them, but then not actually like playing them. Just thought that was fascinating because oh hey, don't look at Josh's physical media behind him. How many of the
What you're talking about.
It is fascinating the surplus that we find ourselves in. Like you can't throw a rock without hitting somebody who's written a book, and now it's kind of the same with games. Oh, he's got more new games. Show us those new games, you fucking physical media piggy.
Yes.
He's looking over his shoulder to make sure his wife doesn't know that he's purchased these.
I think I'm missing one. I don't know.
Oh, he's misplaced one of his new games. He's everyone breaking news. He has misplaced one of his newly purchased games.
Oh, it's fine.
All right, what do we got here?
United Assault Normandy.
What the fuck even is that?
It's supposed to be an open world World War II game.
Open war. I guess it was a world war, so making it open world makes sense, I guess.
Now we already talked about this one.
Jesus, Josh, you have a problem. You don't need that.
It was $6.
Is that was that PS4 or PS5?
PS5.
Jesus, this PS5 game's already $6. I guess it's been 5 years.
And then this one I was actually kind of happy with because it was $10, and it's the Day One edition.
Oh, to the left a little bit. No, that No More Heroes?
Yep. No More Heroes 3. Yeah.
That's is that the same folks that did what's the sexy lady on the Switch games?
Oh no, it's not them.
It's not Platinum.
I'm pretty sure it's not Platinum.
That's the Beautiful Joe team, right? Those are the Beautiful Joe people who do
Marvelous Exceed.
Is it Clover
Games?
Cloverleaf or whatever. I couldn't.
Marvelous. Marvelous.
I couldn't tell you what else they do.
That's what else they do. But
Josh, like my point stands. Video games have reached the point where the libraries can have them and be like just sitting there like, oh shit, we wish somebody would check this out. We thought people would love this.
Well, two things there. One, I wish I'd find out how they do their sales, because eventually they do get rid of it. I would totally buy a bunch of their games from them.
Libraries, you have to frequent your library or follow them on social media, and they'll eventually have they'll have a book sale, and they call them book sales, but they're selling everything that is either they're putting out of rotation or stuff that just doesn't get checked out, and you can get stuff pretty cheap. I remember when I was still living in Chicago, I went to one, and when was that? Was that 2017, 2018? So that would have been like the end of the Xbox One. End of Xbox One and a PS4. I remember seeing what's that? What not Shadow the Last Guardian? Like a copy of Last Guardian was going for $5. I didn't have a PS4 at the time. So I didn't care. I was like, man.
Well, now that I know that, I'm actually gonna start following, because I seriously, there's been stuff where I'm like, man, if I knew, I'd just fucking go buy it for their shit from them, because I know they won't I know they're not looking for like a return profit, but tip it into the fun.
A little bit here to help the library, a little bit there. It's weird.
Also,
like
number
libraries...
2.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
You first.
No, go ahead. Mine goes past it, but go ahead.
Like libraries will have like a Twitter account, I find they mostly only do Facebook if you're lucky. Sometimes you just have to hop on their like their own personal website and see what's on the calendar.
So I was going to say too, me having my own personal library has allowed you to get Silent Hill 2.
Yeah, yeah. So I have Josh's old
Yeah.
PS5. Death Stranding has been installed. Silent Hill 2 has not yet been installed, but I'm getting the itch to play it because Silent Hill F is out in a few days, and I'm like, oh man, I need to just play. I need to get my Silent Hill fix in, and I mean, we'll get to the games in a little bit here. So we're doing games, we're doing news, we got a meme, and then we got our book club chat here at the end of the show. Let me do let's do our chores real quick, Josh, and then we'll just hop right into the games. 'Cause I think we got some meat and potatoes here to get to because you've made some you've covered some ground on an expedition, and that's all I'll say
Yes.
for right now. Smashing Game Time is wherever you get your podcasts. We are on Apple, Spotify, YouTube Podcast, and YouTube proper, where you can see our wonderful faces. We both look really great. We got a bunch of makeup on for these. Uh, I spend hours in front of the makeup mirror, the makeup mirrors. I don't even know what it's called. I spend hours in front of the mirror, and I put my makeup on before the podcast. So come look at us. Make my work not for nothing. Fuck the algorithm, tell a friend. That's right. We do not fuck with the algorithm. We hate the machines. We like word of mouth. I had a friend tell me that the algorithm is people, and I wagged my finger at him. I was like, no, 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 no. The algorithm's not people. And then he tried to tell me corporations were people. And that I've been hearing that for years, and I'm like, no, 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 they're not. No. I wagged my finger at him and I said, absolutely not, sir. No.
He must not have like any type of technological background whatsoever, does he?
He works on IT.
That's even sadder. Oh,
He's a smart guy. He's just I was on my high horse. So real quick before we get into the games, those are our chores. Find the podcast, folks. Spread the word. Tell your friends.
and your enemies.
I was
Fucking tell
I was
everybody.
I was on my high horse because more and more critics are getting fired, like getting let go from their jobs at magazines, newspapers, websites, and that sucks. That really sucks because there's some good ass criticism out there, and there have been some good ass critics getting let go from really good jobs. And I was reading a blog post about this, and someone had called critics tastemakers, and I just like, like that. I was stuck on that one bit, and I was like, tastemakers, like, are you really tastemakers? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like SEO has just ruined the internet. Everyone's
Well, I
driving.
mean,
Well, I
I mean
got
the
into it. I got into a debate with it's Johnny and Matt from Hard Drive, and uh, they're so Johnny was like, well, the algorithm, because I was like, you can't really call yourself a tastemaker if you're catering to SEO, and that's when Johnny dropped the algorithms are people. I was like, fuck you, fuck you, but no, I was like, well, I kind of disagree because the algorithm is whatever the company wants, and that's when he dropped the well, companies are people, and I was like, no, 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 I
I mean,
put my foot down. I
well,
put my
let's be
foot down
honest.
on that.
People might gear towards the SEO, but that's more of like what's currently trending and what's just out. Like it's more of like what are people into currently? What is the 60 seconds that they can just sit there and absorb whatever you're gonna fucking feed them?
Well, I mean, playing SEO. I mean, we've thankfully when we were at Game Chronicles, I don't think we had to work SEO, but I think you saw that like if you were an early review, that you were more likely to pop up on Google, especially if it was a smaller game that wasn't getting reviewed by like the likes of IGN. And I mean,
Yeah.
I look at those bigger sites that don't really have to like trudge into the SEO, but still kind of do. So like IGN and Matt made a point that like, reviews are good for the first day or two when a game comes out, and then nobody's reading those. To which I agree, but then those sites are like, all right, so Silk Song came out, we did our Silk Song review. Now we need we need all our guides on Silk Song, but then on top of that, we need like 5 or 6 think pieces or 5 or 6 uh critical pieces on Silk Song. And it's just then to circle it all back, because I mean, I think we kind of got lost in the woods on reviews versus criticism and then SEO. But to circle it all back, my whole point was I don't think you can really call yourself a tastemaker when you're chasing SEO. And again, that's not to the fault of the critics. That's their workplace pushing that on them. Uh, but yeah, I was on my high I was on my high horse. I maybe didn't make all the best points. And I just want to tell Matt and Johnny, I hate you. I hate you. We're disagreeing. We're fighting now. I do not like you anymore. This is gonna ruin the tour.
Can't tell if you're being serious or if you're joking.
No, I'm joking. I'm really not
I
mad
figured.
about it. We're just
Uh,
we're having a see. We're getting because just the how crazy the world has been, and I'm not saying why it's been crazy, but with how crazy the world has been, I've been reminding myself, like, no, you can disagree with people, like you can disagree and you can be civil about disagreeing, and we'll be fine.
right. Uh, and even then, we're talking about the internet, guys, which at this point, I think the theory or the statistic now is 2/3 of what you see is now posted by bots.
Oh, Josh, we don't have time to get into dead internet theory, but we
I'm just
do
saying.
have time to get into is dead Expedition 33 members.
Fucking
Hold
Christ,
on,
why?
spoiler. Hold on. What? I don't even know the time mark on this. I'll have to check it when I edit. Josh has finished the first act of Expedition 33. If you do not want spoilers, I'm saying it right now. If you keep listening and you hear it and you get mad and you think to hop on the internet and harass myself or my brother, I'm going to tell you, you're a fucking idiot. This is your warning. Right here. Right here. Look at me. If you're watching the video, look into my eyes. You've been warned. You've been warned. Josh, you you've finished act 1. How
I
you doing?
did.
How you doing, bud?
God damn it. I mean, just I was not ready. I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay. I was expecting something to happen. I was not expecting
You can
I wasn't expecting Gustav to die. I wasn't ready for it.
is it because you were at Goaty, so you were glazing him up. You were like, man, I really like Gustav. This is my
I
favorite
fell in,
character.
honestly, I fell in love with Gustav.
And
Like he was my go-to for everything.
have you and between Goaty so and now, did you see any of the pieces about Charlie Cox who had been there, who voiced Gustav, who was only there for 4 hours? Did that tip off anything to you at all?
It should have after I heard read the comment if he was only there for 4 hours. But part of me was just thinking like, well, maybe he just did so good and they were just impressed with all of his work that they were like, yeah, dude, you knocked it all out.
He's a great actor. But yeah, the 4 hours, the if you look at his skill set where you're unlocking stuff, he doesn't have that many.
So my thought process was, and it was like that for kind of like everybody else to an extent. But my thought was, okay, maybe you have to like maybe it's further down the line because even then, when you start Act Two and you get to the Forgotten Battlefield, you learn about the new counter. What's it called? The
Is it gradient
yeah,
counters?
gradient. Yeah. So it's like, man, I thought was like, okay, maybe you have to do something and then it unlocks it or something.
It, it
That's what made sense to me.
it is surprising how much you still unlock, and you've only so where are you at in Act 2 now?
So I have, so I'm so I let me premise the fact of I was getting my ass not ass handed to me, but I was losing a character every time I was getting in a fight at the Forgotten Battlefield. One, because I'm playing on expert, and two, uh I as much as who's the new guy's name? Mel? No,
Verso.
Verso. As much as he kind of reminds me of Gustav, I can't have it replaced. So I have the original expedition members. I have all three of them.
You're not
Uh,
playing. You don't have Verso at all.
no, I tried them and I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna try Seal.
Sayel.
Sael. I'm gonna try Sael first, or I'm gonna put her in my party and use because I had my party was Gustav, Luna, and Mael.
That was mine for the longest.
Yeah,
It really is a moment that makes you shake up the party because you're like, but uh, we had such great synergy, and then you lose like a key part, and you're like, oh man, I'm
I
going with the
miss
ladies. I'm going with the ladies, I guess.
I miss Lumiere Assault. I miss his ultimate. I forget what it's called.
Oh, with the fists,
Overdrive, Overcharge.
overdrive,
Yeah,
and
I miss those, and he doesn't have either one of those. Like, he has Expedition Zero Assault, I think is what it's called.
didn't Cloud Strife have a move called overdrive in
Well, they
7?
all no, they mean they all have limit breaks
Oh, limit
technically.
breaks. I thought he had like a like it was. I thought it was like Buster Breaker and then overdrive maybe.
No, so yeah, it's Braver, Cross Slash, uh, something, Shift, something Blade. I can't remember the name of that now.
The fact that
But
you
yeah,
had those off the top of your head is just amazing.
I think Overdrive may have been one of Barrett's.
What? Yeah, like yeah, okay. All right. I was gonna call it back Cloud Strife, but hey, maybe that would no, it's not. Uh, is he
But
is he the new Aerith? Is he the new Aerith?
I think he's just I think he's this generation's Aerith.
It's kind of crazy because he's gone. He's gone. He's gone.
And even then, like the way they send him off, like first off, poetic justice, like they did it good. It wasn't just like I mean, it was for nothing. Let's be honest.
The
For
lamp
fucking Christ.
that whole situation is just really messy because Lampmaster's a really good boss. First of all, I really like Lampmaster.
Oh, that was a great boss fight. Love that.
The music's great. He's creepy. He's a tough fight. You beat him, and then everyone's jumping down onto SK, and then immediately like Lampmaster is back, and he like separate. He's back and he separates the party.
Yeah, well, because Luna or Mel and Gustav stay up to throw rocks one more time, and as he's getting ready to pick up a rock and throw it, he of course gets fucking shot. And then when they realize down there, Luna and Seal, when they realize shit's going down up there, like, what the fuck? They're about to go up. Yeah, then Lampmaster comes back. And I honestly, I would not have been against it flip-flopping between them.
That was something.
I think that would have been really cool.
Because I was immediately like, okay, well, Gustav's getting ready to fight. I forget the old guy's name. I'm blanking.
Renoir. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, jumping back and forth between Gustav fighting Renoir, and then like that fight gets to a point, and then it jumps down, and then you're fighting.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's really cool because I think at that point a lot of people have used Luna, really like Luna's magic abilities and the ability to like I forget the magical sprites that she has in her thing. That's really cool. And then people are just learning Ciel and how to stack her moon cards and her sun cards and how to up the damage on that. So I thought that would have been a cool fight because you don't really get a lot of opportunities just to have a 2-person fight. So you're still in the Forgotten Battleground, right?
Yeah. So before, so I was getting my ass kicked, and I have those 3. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna go back and I'm going to just level up. And I went to the it's not the Forgotten, it's the hidden Genshul arena.
Oh, the arenas. I forget there's like 2 or 3 of them, and they can be challenging.
Yeah, so I went back there and I literally fought Tiny Head several times with Mael just to level up. So I went from level 23 with her, and at that point she was like my highest because technically Gustav was my highest.
That sucks because you're like he's my main. He's my main to the end. For those who come next.
Yes. So I sat there and I got her all the way up to 35, with everybody else getting to about 33.
Okay, so you're getting ready. You're getting ready to go back to Forgotten.
So I'm already back. I'm already back in the Forgotten Battlefields, and I am.
But you're still in there.
I'm still technically there. I have not gotten to the little spot that Verso was talking about.
Okay, so you've got another great moment coming up. I hope you're ready.
Oh, I'm sure I do. It's just so we're skipping a whole section of this that's just so intriguing. Is obviously it has something to do with Mael. She is the reason he died.
Yeah,
technically.
I don't. Expedition 33 fans, I don't know if you want to hear this. It's Mael's fault.
And not in the sense of like she caused it. Well, I mean, technically she did. Up to this point, if you go back to camp and you sleep, she has like I guess it's like a day nightmare.
Yeah.
She's awake and all of a sudden everything turns to like black and white. She gets visited by this woman with a mask and white hair and the old guy ambush them when they landed. And he kind of goes like, "Yeah, you need to leave. If you don't leave, you're going to kill them."
Yeah, you gotta get out of here.
Yeah,
Well, and then also they're separated at the beginning and they find her, but she's with this faceless monster that's protecting her.
right. And I mean, and even then, she's like feels more comfortable with the what are they called? The
Oh, I know.
Gashels?
I Gressel. I'm a
I don't
few
know. I
months.
can't think of the name off the top of my head.
I'm a few months removed.
But it's like she just feels more, obviously there's something with her. And even then, obviously she was not adopted, but adopted by Gustav and his sister, which means obviously she came from somewhere. So she obviously there's something with a bigger picture with her, and it clearly identifies that because as she's trapped in this bubble watching Gustav get his ass kicked, basically,
Hmm.
she breaks out of it of her own free will.
Have you? Is there a lot of previous expedition stuff in Act One? I don't remember.
What do you mean by previous expedition stuff?
So like a lot of like expedition logs or like they talk about
Yeah,
because there's is that the that's the Ferris wheel moment where Sael and Gustav are talking about the Ferris wheel and Gustav like
yeah, and she's like, "Oh, I wonder what they did on those dates." And he's like, "Well, actually, I'm pretty sure it's Expedition 66. They used it as their transportation." And actually, in that same group, you find their log, and they're like, "Yeah, so we got this far, and the wheel busted on us."
see now
And
that
it's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
now that
That's
we're
funny.
now that you're getting further that I think that's going to be a fun category at the end of the year, best expedition.
Oh man, and honestly,
And it's
I,
not
the
it's not hard to get all those. You'll get all
no,
those like almost pretty naturally. There are a few that you have to go out of your way, but
the one thing I'm like already terrified to go get is the mimes.
mimes will be fine. Just remember, because the thing about the mimes with me is I didn't realize like once the yellow bar was filled all the way up, you could break them. You just need to. It needs to be a move that can break them.
So my problem wasn't so much that it's I'm doing expert and I went. So for example, I found the mime in SK's cave. I was
Right.
like, okay, yeah, I'll go fight him real quick. Dude fucking murdered me. I mean, he like one hitted me.
You just honestly, you just gotta like because he's only got the two attacks. He's got the slap headbutt and then he's got the hammer.
Still murdered me.
You just got to get that rhythm down. Once you get that rhythm down, mimes are not an issue. Even the last
Oh, dude,
mime.
it's not even so much the rhythm at this point. It's just expert mode. It's so unforgiving if you mess up just a little bit.
Yeah, I bet the window is a lot
Yeah,
smaller.
I can't tell you how many times I died to Tiny Head. Just and I fucking memorized every single one of his things, but because the timing is so unforgiving, like you cannot be within like a fifth of a second, basically.
How do you like SK?
He's kind of cryptic and annoying, but at the same time, I kind of like him because, especially with Verso coming in, he seems to be more open and more like, "Oh, dude, yeah, I actually like these guys. They're pretty cool. And are you actually going to stay around this time?"
Yeah, I thought he was pretty annoying as well at some point. Like he grew on me, but I was like, man, this guy that we're riding on as a raft is pretty annoying.
And what's even more annoying is you can fucking watch this fucker fly. And he's like, yeah, I can't fly everywhere, but if you want to go
Mm.
somewhere, if you find my rock, I'll let you use me as a boat."
It gets worse. You'll see. You'll see when you get there.
Oh, I'm sure he's gonna make us find another rock. 'Cause I already found a spot where I have to dive with him, but he can't dive yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're not going to be high enough level for half those spots where you dive anyway.
Well, I know. I was exploring the map. I actually went to while I was like looking around because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna explore now. After if I went to the Forgotten Battlefield, as my next second, I'm like, before I do my training, I'm gonna go kind of like see what I can go around. I found the Paintress's prep or like it's the really white room or white world.
Is it one of those static areas where you go in and it's just one area?
Yeah, and you have to like like there's like picture frames and stuff. You have to carefully jump on it and keep moving all
Oh,
the way
okay.
down.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. And at
Yeah.
the end, there's like it's like a puzzle around lamp, like based on Lamp Master.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
That same thing. So I went there and it said danger, and I'm like, oh, that means there's gonna be something hard here. I'm just curious, and I go in and I'm like, oh, I can't do anything. I got the beast stone. I think it was beast something from the boy.
Yeah, you get that from the boy. You go all the way down to the Lampmaster thing. You activate something, and then you exit. You have to do that a few times,
Yeah, no, I did that, and it just like nothing happened, and I'm like, okay, cool,
and you
whatever.
leave. There's a few more spots. There's a few more
I'm sure.
spots.
I'm sure it was like you have to eventually come back and do something later because then there was also that blocked thing, and I'm like, okay, I'm assuming I have to fight somebody here, but I need something else to activate it, whatever. And then I went all the way back to I don't think it's the Expedition 33's landing, but one of the landings where the hands are at.
Oh, how'd you get back there already? That's yeah.
You can go back.
That's
You don't.
well. That's late game. Like you don't really get
Yeah,
back there until late game.
I figured as much because I went back there. I'm like, oh, it's the guy with the hand. I was just curious. I'm like, oh, I can go in here. What is this our landing? And I'm like, it kind of looks like it, but also it isn't. Like,
It
and then I saw the
is,
hands. I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna go fight one of these.
and they fuck
I'm
you up.
not gonna fight them. Oh my god, they fucked me up.
They are once you get up to that level though, like they're really good for farming XP.
Oh, I'm sure they are. I eventually when I got to that, but when I did that, I'm like, okay, I need to find a good spot that I can just farm some XP easily, or not easily, but like not. I'm not trying to say like I was like, oh, I want to do it effortlessly because I'm a loser. Like, no, I was like, I need to do something efficiently because I was like running around the Forgotten Battlefield, getting my ass kicked. I felt like I wasn't getting enough experience for the trouble. So like, let's go back to somewhere I've been. And I'm like, I did the research, and they said a lot of people were saying either go back to the arena or go back to the cliff cave and go to the old farm and fight the giant golem with the two pillars.
Yeah, it's not a bad fight. I just yeah, it's finding an early spot to level up is a little tough, but once you get to Act 3, the game's like, all right, here you go. Just go there. Like it's
Yeah,
basic,
I mean,
like basically at the start of Act 3, it pushes you into where you went with the hands, and it's like, all right, here you go.
have had a kid. And
Hey,
like I said, I mean,
you're
I
free.
even fought. I tried to fight the sheep. I tried to fight the chief of the Gastro village.
She fucked you up. She fucked me up
Oh,
well until I was like level 70 or 80.
I was more pissed because as I was doing the research, someone goes, "Oh yeah, when you're at the first arena before you get Sael, if you use Mael for the first like or all the fights, you get a secret weapon and it does like 200% damage." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool. How do I get it?" Well, if you didn't do it there, you have to fight the chief and beat him.
Yeah, yeah, you screwed yourself.
If I would have known that, I'd be like, "Yeah, I would have fucking." I was like, "Oh fuck. All right, well."
Because if that's the weapon I'm thinking of, I think that's one of the better ones for her.
Yeah, it is. And they even said like it's pretty much end game weapon. It's in the beginning. I'm like,
Because
God damn it! Of course it is.
it's the one, it's her weapon that
It gives you the virtuous for the
puts her
200% damage dealt.
puts
Yeah,
her in virtuous right away once it hits level 8, right?
I think it's immediately.
Oh, okay. It's a good gun. It's a good sword. You
Yeah, I
goofed.
know, and I'm pissed.
You goofed.
And
You're
I'm
gonna
like,
be
I'm too far. I'm too far to fucking restart. So no, we're going forward, guys. That's all we can do.
you're playing at a deficit. All right. Anything else about your terrible expedition? What's the nickname they give them? They I think they call them the disaster expedition.
Which one?
Maybe they haven't done that yet. Expedition 33 gets a nickname at one point. I'll
Oh, I don't. I haven't gotten that far. I don't think.
have you written in Gustav's journal yet?
Yes. Well, I wrote it with him several times. I did it for the first time with Mael, and she, of course, was so heartbroken she couldn't even write.
Well, then that's not writing, my Al. Get right,
No.
get busy writing or get busy dying like your buddy Gustav, lady.
God damn it! You're sick, son of a bitch.
Hey, I've had months to grief
Well, I'm still grieving, so fuck off. All right.
grieving here. I see another, I see yet another Castlevania collection, but this is not the same one from the last 2 weeks.
No. So I was doing. I finished the. It's not retro. It's just like the anniversary, which had like Castlevania 1, 2, 3, 4, all that jazz. Before that, I was doing the Advance collection, which was all the Game Boy Advance game, which had Area of Sorrow, Harmony of Dissonance, uh, Circle of the Moon and Dracula something Kiss Track. Basically, it was like Game Boy Advance version of Rondo of Blood.
It was just called Castlevania. Dracula is bad.
Yes, essentially. So I've been switching off between the two. I already finished the regular. I then was already half or 3-way, two and a half, 2.5 ways done with the advanced collection. I had to finish Area of Sorrow, and I had to go play this other one. So I finished them, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back for the achievements later. I want to keep going on this because I'm very much on a Castlevania lore type thing right now. And since I finished Area of Sorrow, I was like, no, I'm gonna start with fuck, what's the
You tell me, dude. There's too many Castlevanias for me to name. Hey, I'm here for Bloodlines and nothing else. I don't want any other Castlevanias but
I think it's
Bloodlines.
Dissonance of Sorrow.
That sounds
No,
familiar.
Harmony of Dissonance.
You're just saying words that sound
No,
fancy.
that's the one I said. God damn it. What is the sequel?
You're just saying fancy words that sound they're $5 words. They're harmony
I'm
of
pulling it.
D
I'm
word
pulling it
and
up.
D word of hope and hallway of upside
Dawn
down.
of Sorrow. Dawn of Sorrow.
Blank of blank.
That is the sequel to Aria of Sorrow, where you play as Soma Cruz, the white-haired boy.
Aren't they all white-haired boys?
The white-haired teenage boy that looked like an anime.
There aren't they all white-haired
God
teenage
damn
boys
it.
and it looks like an anime.
God damn it. All right, fine. So I'm doing that one. And honestly, these are all the Nintendo DS Castlevania. So this has Dawn of Sorrow, this has Portrait of Ruin, uh, Order of Ecclesias.
Sure.
I don't remember that one. I mean, I remember, but I can't think of the name anyway. Um, so obviously the DS has those touchscreen and stylus. For Dawn of Sorrow, the big thing they did was they had abilities that use the screen. So for example, you defeat one boss, he gives you the ability to break ice that's on the screen. On the DS, you actually had to use the screen to break them.
You tapped the ice.
Yeah. So they did a cool thing with it. So obviously with the Steam Deck, it has a touchscreen. You can do it with the Steam Deck. It's cool. You're not doing that. You're playing with a controller. You can actually, it makes you use the right stick to it gives you like a little cursor. You use it and then you use the right trigger to make it the signal like this is the touch.
Oh, but using a stick just feels so ugh.
And with that ability it did. But then I was like, oh fuck, they're gonna because this is the infamous. Instead of giving you the ability to type your name in, you wrote your name in. Now, mind you, I'm not gonna do it. I was like, I'm too lazy. I'm
What
gonna
you're
try it
playing
with the stick.
you're playing on the Steam Deck, right?
Yeah, I went on the Steam Deck.
Now, if you were playing like on the PS5 and you're using like the middle part like to like trace.
Oh, I'm sure that would work. Yeah.
Yeah.
But since I'm playing on the Steam Deck, I was like, I'm just gonna use the right stick. Couldn't write anything in there. It's just a big C and an attempt of a U. I don't know. I was trying to do something. But that's not even the worst. Well, I shouldn't say that's not even the worst part. That's like the worst part of it. The best part of it is there was another ability you had to do is when you fought bosses before they were considered beaten, you had to drain their health, and once they hit 0, you had to draw a magical circle.
Oh, you know what? This is coming. I think I've seen this in an X-Play review, the drawing of the circle around the enemy or
Yes.
near the enemy.
Well, it comes up on the screen and then you draw it, and if it's the correct one and you do it correctly, they get sealed away. Otherwise, I think they get like a quarter of the health back or something. I couldn't remember what the. Anyway, so it's like I was like, oh fuck, they're gonna make me draw this. No, they actually did something that's really like I was like, oh man, that's so much better. They just put button faces on there, and you had to press them in order.
Oh, so they gave you a QTE. You're sitting here
Yeah,
praising a QTE, Josh.
get a QTE for something that's supposed to be done with a fucking stylus on a tiny ass screen. Yes, I am.
Josh over here. They're innovating. What are they doing? A QTE.
Hey, Konami has their shit straight. All right.
Look, I love innovative QTEs.
Um,
That might be the title right there. Innovative QTEs.
but yeah, no, it's so far really good. They did a great job with implementing the two screens onto one. So they give you a plethora of options from you can have the main screen and then you can have two smaller screens. One acts as a map, one is just like your main menu. Then you can have just 1, 2, where it's your big screen, and then the second screen's a little bit smaller, but it could be the map or it could be the pause menu, whatever you want it to be. Um, just all in all, it's like quality of life wise, and porting it over to a non touchscreen device or console, even pretty fucking good.
Josh, I'm not here to yuck your yum. I'm not here to be the bad guy, but I'm ready for you to be off this Castlevania kick. I'm afraid I may have started it. I'm afraid I may be the one to blame because I introduced you to 9 Years of Shadow, which is an okay Metroidvania. But I feel like you played it and you were kind of disappointed, and you're like, "Well, I'm gonna go play the real thing." And now you've been playing the real thing, and I'm worried for you.
Let's be honest. If I was playing the real thing, I'd be just playing Bloodlines nonstop.
Bloodlines or the multiplayer, the HD.
I'm still waiting for us to get back into that. I have it all fucking ready to go.
Hey, look, Jake. Jake was proposing a game night the other night. That might be the
If
move.
I'm just saying, I think it gives us all of the main stories. It has all the characters. I mean, I'm game. I'm game to play it.
When we get off the podcast, so you're in charge of hitting up that group chat. If I don't see it, I'm gonna be like, hey,
All right, I'll send
Josh
it.
is
I'll send it after this.
proposing this. I'm gonna bully you into it. Any other games, Josh?
No, that's pretty much been my load.
You've been you've been crying. You just been crying over Gustav.
I want to go back up there, and I did go back to his death site.
You went all the way back to his death site?
It wasn't going all the way back. You could literally where you land or where it starts you off on that island. You just turn around. You can climb or go into the back entrance, and it's like right there. You actually see like there's a coffee chair and everything. You can go past, and as soon as you go past that, you see it, and you actually get his record.
I didn't know you could do that. I never
Yeah,
went back. Is there
yeah. Go
like a
back
little
and get it.
is there a little blood spot?
No, but
Is there a
where
little
where his
chalk
body's
outline?
at, there's
Little
no,
chalk
but
outline?
where no, there's nothing.
Look,
Not even his body.
if I wanted to spoil it for everyone, we would call this episode Gustav's chalk line. chalk chalk outline. Gustav's chalk outline. Actually, I want to. Would that is that a good cafe name? I don't know. I'm
You're
riffing.
gonna,
I'm
God
riffing.
damn it. All right,
Well,
Nick. I see you've been playing. Honestly, it looks like a couple of PlayStation games there. Why don't you go and like let I respect, like do your thing.
look, look. There's a theme between the three games I'm playing, and it's called robots. There's Robocop, which book club game, and we'll talk more about that later. I finished the bank heist mission, so I got like
Oh,
I got
okay. You're getting closer.
I beat 2 missions this week. The missions are so weird the way they have them set up that it feels like I'm actually beating like 6 or 7 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'll be like, all right, you finished this job, now go to the hospital, now go to the police station, now go to this next job. And it's one of those things where like you're reading a Dan Brown book and you've read 3 pages and it's like, you read a chapter. It's like, no, I didn't, but you're making me feel good right now.
It's one of those goosebump books where it's like choose your end or not choose your ending, but choose what you do. And you pick the one ending there. It's like, oh yeah, he died. Oh fuck, go back, go
Go
back.
back,
What
go
page
back,
was
go
that?
back. I believe those are called choose your own scare, Josh. And
You remember better than I do.
I am a diehard beware of the purple peanut butter. That I must have read that book back to front a million times and picked every different way to die. It made me hate peanut butter for a while, by the way. Like I was scared of I think I was scared of jelly touching the peanut butter because it was purple in that book. And it just I don't know. I was just very scared of peanut butter for a little bit. Don't judge me. so
So
I'm pl-
yeah, RoboCop. Yeah, okay.
so
What else are there?
So I'm playing RoboCop. I started Death Stranding 2. I basically just walked to where Sam and Lou were living. Uh, so this is the first time I'm playing PS5 on an HDR TV, and my God,
Good, right?
I don't have a PS5 Pro, but I have a PS5, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, this looks amazing. And again, I'm playing. I mean, I'm playing on decently sized PC monitors down here, but man, that doesn't hold anything to the HDR upstairs. I'm just like, shit, man. I kind of want to play RoboCop on this thing while I'm at it. I kind of. It's just one of those things, like when you get the new graphics card, and you're all right. I want to see what this game looks like, in this game, and this game. You kind that was me because like I opened up the PS5 and it was like, I guess Spider-Man is the PS Plus game this month or something.
I don't remember, honestly. I have to look again.
It's appearing on the dash and it's like, hey, do you want to buy this? Or do you want to get PS Plus? And I'm like, no, I don't. Let me just play the games I have.
I actually don't remember what was the games for this month. Hold on.
So
Keep talking though. I'll look.
so Death Stranding 2, I downloaded it. I got to the first cutscene and then I stopped playing because I was like, no, that was a good little walk. I needed to get the feels for it. It feels like Death Stranding. I'm gonna play through more of it. I think I saw that it's like a 40-hour game, so we got a little bit of gaming to do. The game I probably put the most time into this week is Astro's Playroom, which I was very confused because there's Astro's Playroom and then there's Astro Bot. Astro Bot was the 2024 game from last year that everybody was
Hmm.
goo goo for gaga about, the one game of the year at the Game Awards. I have that on hold at the library. Because so I've been playing Astro's Playroom with my kids. They love it because it's just a cute little robot running around, beating up other robots, beating up monsters, collecting consumer goods like the PlayStation 1 memory card and the PlayStation 2 memory card. It's fun. I enjoy it. I do think it's a little short, and once you kind of get past the nostalgia of everything, it's kind of just an ad because it's an ad. It's an
I
ad.
mean, that was like it
It was
was their
free.
showroom game.
It was free, but also it was just irritating because you beat the game and it's like we got one more world for you. I was like, cool, a whole world. Not really. It's just a few rooms where you can unlock a PS5 thing, and it's like, ooh, this is the PS5 controller that's in your hand. Ooh, here's this extra PS5 thing you could buy if you want to. Ooh, PS5, aren't we fucking awesome? Look at us. And then, I mean, you can go back and do speed trials. I don't think I'll do that. Maybe I will. The kids love it. Each, I do love that each world is basically built around a PlayStation.
Yeah.
So in one world, you're collecting everything for the PS2, and you're building. I kind of want to build out the puzzles because they look really cool in the room. Again, though, I'm just like, man, this is an ad. This is a fucking ad. Fuck you. Fuck you. I hate you. I don't want to do this.
Ratchet and Clank when you have Astro, baby.
And when the other fun thing is, you get the robots dressed as like different PlayStation characters or different game characters from PlayStation's history, and that's nice because you'll see something and you'll be like, "What characters?" And you might have to sit there for like a few seconds before you're like, "Oh yeah, that's so and so from Infamous or whatever." Like there are some very like obvious ones, like the Infamous guy is like on a rail with thunder behind him going back and forth. There was a tougher one. It was for Resident Evil 1. It was Chris and Jill like hiding behind a door with a zombie on the other side. And if you bump into them, it opens the door and they quickly like shut it again. And I didn't realize it was them until I was like, oh, that guy has red eyes. So that's a zombie. And then they had the Jill hat and the Chris vest on. What was another tricky one? It's funny because I don't know how that works rights wise because you're referencing the characters but you're not actually using the characters, so the game's names are never said. You pick up like an item is like a PlayStation 2 disc, but it's just like an Astrobot version of a game from the PS2. It's never it's never like a game, so it's fascinating to see how they worked around like, okay, well, we don't need to do anything with Resident Evil. We just have to make a robot look like Resident Evil. So then, you know, Capcom knows, but we don't have to open our checkbook and be like, all right, we want Resident Evil stuff in here. It's fun. It's fine. It makes me want to play the other Astrobot game again, which is on its way. But yeah, that was my first weekend with a PlayStation 5 in the house. I like it. I like the controller making noises at me more than I thought I would.
I do like. I fucking hate it.
Did the PS4 didn't do that, did it?
It started doing it with some of the later games, not so much of the newer ones or the older ones. But PS5 is just whoever thought in their mind like, oh, I want shit to come out of this fucking controller, pisses me off.
I
I
like
can't
it.
remember what I can't remember what game it is. I'll have to like think back. But there was something that it was so fucking loud, and the baby was trying to sleep. I about fucking lost my shit. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? If I'd known this shit was gonna be this loud, I just would have turned it on to begin with.
Is there no volume setting on that?
No, there is, but the problem is on PlayStation, dumb Josh, uh, game wise, it always maxes out, even though in the settings I have it turned down.
Well, now you kind of got me nervous because I want to play Silent Hill 2, but I don't want like a
It's not
monster.
Silent Hill 2.
Okay.
It's not Silent Hill 2.
Because the last thing I want is like a monster breathing in my controller to signify that a monster's behind me.
No, I'll have to look at my games. It's something I have. No, I think it's something I have from the library. So I'll have to look which game it was.
You're playing Expedition 33 on the PS5, right?
Yeah.
What sounds does it make in the controller?
Nothing. At least not nothing I can notice or have noticed.
Okay. It's my L saying, dodge that. Dodge that.
She is, but that's coming from the TV.
Counter that. Like, just imagine your PS5 controller is my L. Dodge that. Counter it. Survive.
Gustav, watch out.
I remember when I was playing, the Reddit was like, I took her out just because I couldn't stand her like cheering me on anymore. I needed her not to do that. Everyone else is more contained about it and like, hey, watch out, Verso.
Gustav, watch out.
Yeah, but she's like, dodge it, survive.
I mean, in her defense, she's what, 15, 16?
Yeah, she's old enough. She's old enough to know better, Josh. Just shut up and be supportive. You can be supportive without being annoying. What's that? I don't like your judgmental look. She's old enough. She's old.
She's old enough.
That's not what I meant, you dickweed.
Because of the implication.
No. There's none of that. No, she's old enough to know that I don't need you chirping in my ear to dodge it. What the fuck do you think I was gonna try to do, Mael? What do you think I was gonna do?
Are you gonna? Okay, what's worse, her doing that or having to listen to Titus and Yuna fake laugh?
Titus and Yuna fake
over
laugh.
and over and over and over and over. Seriously, you'd rather hear that?
No, I'd rather have my L.
Okay, yeah, no, I every time I get to that part, I'm like, God, I've never been more thankful for pause and skip ever. Like that is like the cringiest fucking voice acting I've ever heard.
Well, it was their first stab at voice acting, right?
That doesn't make it any better.
They're trying.
Doesn't make it any better.
By the way, did you know Hades 2 comes out on your birthday?
I do. We talked about this.
It's crazy. I might buy it, and then it'll be in your library, and then it'll be yours. That'll be your birthday present. Wow, we got a little long in the tooth there. Josh, you ready to do some news?
Yeah, let's do it.
Read all about it. Latest football scores. Morning paper. Morning Star. Paper, mister?
It's time for old news.
All right, what do we got first?
Starting up, Ubisoft is cutting jobs within its publishing team.
Have they acquired anybody? Sorry, go ahead, do your thing. Who?
This is a game developer article written by Chris Kerr.
Thank you, Chris Kerr. I was gonna say, did they acquire anybody recently? Maybe not.
No.
Made to facilitate the launch of its new Tencent bag. Okay, so this is from their Tencent stuff because Tencent bought a portion of them. I don't think they're a majority owner, but have bought.
No, they own like a good chunk of it now, though. I'm pretty sure.
Well, that was the rumor for a while that like someone thought there was going to be a hostile takeover, and Ubisoft wasn't really in good position to hold anybody off. Yeah, here in March, Ubisoft secured around 1.25 billion from Tencent to create a new subsidiary that houses key franchises, including Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, and Far Cry. Man, are those really the only three? Those are like the three big ones.
So basically,
that's depressing.
Yeah, no. Of all three, like honestly, Assassin's Creed hasn't been good in a long time. Rainbow Six is their hero shooter, which just whatever.
It turns 10 next year, by the way.
I know, I can't believe that.
It turns 10. Who would have, if you would, hey, 2016 Nick, hey, we're still going to be playing Rainbow Six Siege in 10 years. I would have been like, what crack are you smoking, sir? You're lying. This is not the truth. That hurts because Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six, Far Cry. These are the same people with Prince of Persia, Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon, Hawks. I know. I'm going way back into the catalog to mention Hawks and War. Name some more Ubisoft. Beyond Good and Evil, and few of these have titles that are apparently in development. So like Beyond Good and Evil 2 has been in development for how long?
Too long.
The Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake has been in development for how long? They've apparently been trying to bring back the first. They've been trying to redo Splinter Cell for how long? Damn, man.
Yeah.
And then hey, they had the first quadruple A game in Skull and Bones.
God, that was a fucking. I mean, I knew that was gonna be a shit show, especially doing that review. That was by far the worst game I think I've ever played in my life.
The company said the new division will focus on building game ecosystems designed to become truly evergreen and multi-platform. Well, I mean, their most evergreen game is Rainbow Six Siege, right?
So I guess technically, yeah.
Because I mean, once you beat an Assassin's Creed, once you beat a Far Cry, you're done. Like you're not really coming back for the multiplayer. I mean, is there even?
There's not really a
multiplayer in either of
multiplayer.
those?
Well, there used to be with Assassin's Creed. I don't think there's been multiplayer since. Oh God, it's probably been since maybe Syndicate, and even before that, I actually don't know.
Oh man, I forgot about X Defiant.
Yeah,
Like that was your other evergreen play. So you're doubling down on because I hear evergreen and I think, oh, you want games as a service, you want a live game, and you just had X Defiant, you couldn't make it happen.
yeah. I mean, their go-to right now is Rainbow Six, and even then, I'm sorry, I refuse to go back to it. It is not the same game I bought almost 10 years ago.
Yeah, the heroes. I mean, they were getting out of hand like in the first year, but I hate to imagine what it is now. And I say that as a guy who would only play as Rook, and then who was the guy with the sniper on the outside, Gaz, and then Rook. Josh, who were your mains?
The first year it was definitely Gaz on offense, and then on defense, I liked Mute a lot. As it got more and more playtime, Sledge became my go-to for offense, and for defense, I kind of liked. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Oh, Legion. Legion was pretty good.
Legion. I like the guy. Well, they could all put up walls, but I like the guy that put the whole would put like the reverse, like the two-sided mirrors up or whatever.
Oh, you like the Mira?
Demira. Who was the meme lord? Was it Tachanka? Was that like the
Lord
meme?
Tachanka, yes, sir.
Lord Tachanka. He was the heavy machine gun guy, right?
Yeah, he put the sentry down, and you could fucking just get on there and just blow people away with it.
And then Ash was Ash one. Ash was one, right?
Ash was offensive, and the reason people loved her so much because she had no hitbox on her head, basically.
People liked her because she was basically Odd Job.
Basically, yeah.
I didn't know that.
They eventually
people
fixed it, but
I thought people were just simping for her. They're like, we like Ash.
No.
We like her a lot.
they literally picked her because she had her hitbox for her head was so fucking small. You're better off just aiming for her body.
Man, you're making me want to check out. You're making me
Don't.
want to get back into it.
Don't.
I shouldn't.
It's a trap.
I shouldn't, because I'll get on there and they'll be like what do they call them? They don't call them heroes. They call them operators.
Operators, yeah.
There'll be an operator that like summons like a dragon or something, and it'll bite my head off. But well, I fucking quit.
I'm just saying, Tom Clancy's fucking rolling in his grave right now. All right.
Poor Tom fucking Clancy. Didn't he just put his name on the box? do, you think Tom Clancy? No, not gonna do it.
No, come on, you do it. Do it.
No, it's not because I think it's offensive. I think it's because it's dumb. I was gonna say, do you think his coffin is Tom Clancy's Tom Clancy?
Yes. Yes.
I can just see it. Someone's digging up his. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry to the Clancy estate. Please, I'm sorry. Just tell them to make another Splinter Cell. Josh, what do you got next? Get me at it.
Yeah. Moving on.
Speaking of people that don't know when to stop.
Gearbox CEO Randy Pritchford's chronic tweeting syndrome strikes again. This is a PC Gamer article written by Joshua Wollens, Yeah, for those not aware, Battlefield, okay, Borderlands 4 came out and it is not optimized at all.
You,
But that's not even the worst part.
I'm gonna read this quote. It says less than 1% of 1% of players are filing tickets about performance, so clearly the internet's overblowing it. Randy, I think you're overblowing it. Randy,
I think he's underblowing it.
Randy, they're reporting on your tweets, man. Randy, somebody take Randy's phone. Somebody take Randy's thumb drive. Somebody take Randy's magician's hat. He's going overboard.
Yeah. So basically, the TLDR for everybody is Borderlands 4 came out. It is getting terrible reviews PC wise because it is not optimized. And rather than trying to just, make things better, Randy came out and said, well, maybe if you weren't running old ass shit, you wouldn't have this problem. Like, we built this game not to run on the PS4, but to run on the PS5. Basically saying, it's old shit. Like, or you don't run it on old shit. And it's like, Randy, that's not the point.
Randy, do you want people playing your game, man? Do you want
So
do you want
basically, they're
players?
getting review bombed. I think they're still sitting at mixed reviews.
Here, let me pull up Steam and see what Steam says. Let's see, Borderlands 4. I can't believe Borderlands 4 is already out, man.
Yeah, it seemed like it took forever for 3 to come out. So I was like, really? 4's already out? That's weird here.
Yeah, this gap was a lot smaller. Yeah, mixed. Let's see, 20,386 reviews. It is mixed. Man, they put their game out on September 11th. Was that an edgelord thing they were doing?
Who knows? Probably.
Fucking claptrap. They need this game to hit because that movie was dog shit, man.
Which, I mean, I've heard decent things about it when it's not PC RAM.
Yeah, it sounds like if you're playing on console, you're fine. If you're playing on PC, it sounds like you're not playing.
No, it sounds like it just does not run at all, or it's terribly optimized, which someone even put on like their specs, like, yeah, I'm running a 5090, I have 64 gigs of RAM, and they were running a 9800X 3D. They're running some like phenomenal specs, and it's just fucking awful. The optimization is awful. Like, yeah, that sounds about right.
I love Joshua Wallen's editorializing here at the end. Still, I can't help but think the studio would be well served if it hired a guy specifically to follow Pitchford around and stop him from tweeting. At least that way he wouldn't be out there calling Borderlands 4 a premium game for premium players. Put the phone down, Randy.
Thank you.
Randy,
Thank you, Joshua. We appreciate that.
Randy, that was funny. Randy, where's your phone? Put it away, Randy. Put it down. Put it down, Randy. Are you going to be playing Borderlands 4, Josh?
No, not anytime soon. I have 3, and I'm like only started and played the first 2 minutes.
I have the pre-sequel. After the first one, I was just like, yeah, I got my time. I went to Pandora or whatever the planet's called.
It is Pandora. I think you're right. To me, it was a good game. The first one was so fun, but I remember playing with everybody. And I was like, oh, this is a great game. I remember 2 coming out, no one really played it with me. And I kind of try to get through it. And I'm like, this is one of those games where it's like, it's so much better with friends.
Yeah, and I feel like it's also kind of the series has also kind of lost the plot on hey, we have all these weapons. We have all these like computer generated weapons that are like really cool that you are out there hunting. I feel like once everybody started doing that, once everyone started doing the looter side of things, probably like Destiny was the next one to do it the best, right? Not the best, but
I mean, as far as like, for lack of better terms, better optimized, yes.
Yeah, once everybody started doing it, it's like, all right, well, there's nothing really special about you anymore, Borderlands. So what you got? And they doubled down. They're like, well, we got wacky jokes. We got some edgy jokes for you guys. We've been hanging out in Austin with Joe Rogan. We got some jokes for you.
We got Claptrap voiced by Jack Black.
Please no more Jack Black. Please let Jack Black rest. Even Jack Black's like, please no more. No more video game movies.
I'm done, guys. I'm done.
Like, my bank account is too full. Please stop.
I sang a song about playing Fallout 4 in 2023. I still haven't beat it.
Please make it. Is he still doing his? Because he was a YouTube gamer for a little bit. Is he still doing that, or is that a COVID thing?
I think that may have just been a COVID thing.
He's a fake gamer. Jack Black, you heard it here.
Well, I think he
is
got a
fake
lot more
gamer.
work.
Yeah, he
Man's too busy.
his kids were begging like, studios of Hollywood, please hire our dad. He will not get off the PlayStation. We need our PlayStation back. He's playing Roblox very poorly.
Yeah.
What you got next?
Good news going forward. Battlefield 6's tech lead says optimizing for Xbox Series S made the whole game more stable. This is a Video Game Chronicle article written by Andy Robinson. Yeah, this actually is great news because obviously, of every, not including Nintendo, because fuck Nintendo, the Xbox Series S is clearly the weakest powered of all the consoles.
Right.
So the fact that they were able to perfect it at 60 frames per second, that's fucking phenomenal. That is how you optimize Gearbox.
Well, and because wasn't Microsoft's rule for the longest time like, hey, you have like, if it runs on the X, it has to run on the S. And I think the one time where they're like, okay, you get an exception was Baldur's Gate 3 when it came out on Xbox.
Yeah, because they're like, fuck, we want this game, so yeah, do what you got to do.
They're like, shit, like fucking, what's his name? What's the guy? Ah, fuck, I'm blanking on his name. I almost call him Vince Staples. He's not Vince Staples. Spencer. Josh, help me out here. What is the Xbox? Phil Spencer.
Phil Spencer. I was like, what are you getting at? Spencer. I'm like, there's so many Spencers out there.
Phil Spencer.
Be more specific.
Phil Spencer's tripping over his balls to like get Baldur's. He's like, no, we need it. You don't have to get it running on our S. It's okay. So I mean, it's cool to see that like companies are, even though like we're well past the halfway point of this generation, they're able to optimize the Series S and get stuff running on it.
I think it's great news that a company actually spent the time and do it. Because let's be honest, I don't see Gearbox like obviously. I'm gonna keep it on my horse. Like I've never ever liked Gearbox after Borderlands 2. They've been dicks.
Yeah, I mean the best Borderlands since 1 has been Tales from the Borderlands, and that has nothing to do with Gearbox besides in name.
Right. So even then, like the fact that DICE, I mean, don't get me wrong, DICE and EA obviously have a very rocky record as far as this generation goes as well. But the fact that they're still at least optimizing even for the lower end consoles, it's like, that's great to hear, because that clearly means they're trying to make sure that their game is at least subpar at best.
People are excited for 6. This is the most excitement I've heard for a Battlefield probably since 3 or 4.
4 is the last good one for sure.
I'm kind of, because we're a little over a month away. I'm like, all right, man, I think they're gonna do it. The only thing that could ruin Battlefield 6 for me is if they were like, all right, Titanfall 3 is coming out a week later between this and Call of Duty 7.
The one thing that they said in a tweet, or I think it was a tweet, that like everybody is like, fuck, and it's like, yeah, it's probably gonna happen, is like, we want Battlefield to stay as a gritty experience. Like we don't want these like Call of Duty, how like you get all these different like skins and stuff. It looks very fake, and
we don't want Snoop Dogg. We don't want Snoop Dogg.
Right.
We don't want guns with like weed painting on it.
Right. So they said they ended the tweet with "for now," meaning eventually they're gonna do something. It's like, God damn it, just
keep it authentic, and then have the game have the Snoop Dogg weed gun skin on mode.
My thing is they'll probably do like a holiday thing, so they'll put Santa in there. They'll do something stupid, and it's like, God damn it, just keep the shit normal. We don't fucking need all this shit. Come on.
Here's a crazy thing. Start doing map packs again. People bought map packs until you guys stopped doing it. People are like, and the people are always like, well, nobody buys map packs anymore, so we're not going to do map packs. No, you stopped doing map packs, so people stopped buying map packs. I feel like there's going to be someone that has all the data that's going to be like, well, Nick, actually, you're wrong. No, like, I remember 360, even into Xbox One, like, if there was a map pack, I was like, yeah, let's get this map pack. Yeah.
Or don't do that. Just release new maps every once in a while.
No, you got to make money. Do the map packs. Charge $9 for 3 new maps. And then I know you're worried, like, but we're gonna split the player base. No, the player base is gonna split itself. You have your 10,000, 20,000 people, maybe if you're lucky. I'm air quoting so hard for those who are listening. I don't know how many people it takes to keep a game healthy and running for a while. But if you're like, just do maps. Like I love maps. Josh, do you love maps?
I mean, I do enjoy a new map every once in a while. Yeah.
Map packs are cool. Like I always think back to like how Gears of War had like that one map pack brought to you by the Discovery Channel, and that one was
I
free.
forgot about that.
So do a free one because you got a cool partner to sponsor it, and then after that, like first one's free, and then it's drugs. It's drugs. Map packs are like drugs. Okay.
Why do that when we have season passes? We'll give you these cool skins for $35.99.
I don't want Snoop Dogg. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
Speaking of companies iterating off one another.
Yeah, Power World's version 1.0 is coming in 2026. This is a instant gaming news article written by Theobot.
Wow.
Yeah.
When did Power World release into early access? Was it 23 or 24?
January 24.
Man, that feels like years ago at this point.
And if anybody who hasn't been following Nintendo, they were recently given the patent for summoning creatures to do battles for you or to do things for you.
I heard I did hear some journalists saying that like that the likelihood that sticks though is very low. Let's
it is.
Let's take a look at this trailer. Let's turn this trailer on.
But first, I want to extend a big thank you to you all. Thank you so much.
I'm gonna fast forward. Thank you so much for paying our our litigious. We need money for lawyers. Is basically what I'm saying.
Raids, a feature many fans have enjoyed and one we've continued to expand. Version 0.3 brought the first new island, Sakurajima, along with many new pals and quality of life features. Version 0.4 shook things up with Favorite, a large new landmass, new faction.
My brain is so broken that I see half of these. I'm like, yeah, that's a Pokemon. Yeah, that's a Pokemon.
Yeah, no,
that's a Pokemon.
Some of them are blatantly Pokemon.
that's also a Pokemon. That one's a Pokemon. That looks fine. I just don't see. I mean, is this game still doing well on Steam? Is this still drawing in the numbers?
I think I don't know as high as it was. Maybe just in spite of Nintendo being fucking dictators over there. I don't know.
Well, I'm not one of those people that's like dead game. There's only 300,000 people playing it when it could be this much. Let's check Power World. And then, I believe Steam charts as far as I can throw them, which isn't very far. Power World, current players 18,000, 30-day average 24,771. Okay. All right. I like it. I don't know. I always like to go to like really small games that I play and then see like the number 1 and be like, that was me. That was me. That was me. I did that. That was me. Yeah, man, I don't know. Nintendo being weird with their patents, and then hopefully the Power World folks come out and have a little resurgence. You see some 1.0 success. I think the big one everybody always looks at is Hades. How Hades did early access in 2019 and then came out 2020 and just fucking blew the doors off of shit. Kind of put Supergiant like into like the next tier. Just because they're always kind of like middle of the pack, and that kind of put them up. And now, I mean, they're getting ready to do it again with Hades 2 next week. Yeah, that's new. Anything else on there, Josh? Anything from Power World, or you got anything else for us?
Just a meme.
All right, you got a meme for us. Let's do it.
Meme time.
All right, what you got?
We got Power World coming out and just being like, hey, we exist. We're cool. And Nintendo, being the devilish overlords that they are, just beating the shit out of them with their new patent. with Final Fantasy in the corner going, what? I'm not gonna say anything, and then Digimon going, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Good meme. Question: does Final Fantasy have like monster capturing elements I'm not aware of?
I mean, depending on which of their games you look at, like you had World of Final Fantasy. Technically, there was Final Fantasy Legends, Legends 2. There's also the monster arenas from a
10,
bunch of their games.
10 you technically had because you had the auras. You were summoning them, so they were kind of doing the bidding for you. And well, and the
I mean,
summons are in
and
the other
most of
ones.
well, yeah, you're technically not like you're technically summoning something. Like, there's a bunch of references. Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventures has been brought up because they're technically summoning stands to fight for them. I mean, literally, there's so many things in question as far as like the patent when it was or what it's been displayed is not very. It's very vague.
Yeah,
Like
I think yeah, someone I think the exact quote was like, "It's not very sticky."
yes. So it's like technically how it's shown, it's like you could go after just about anybody. And I joke with this because honestly, if Nintendo were to go after like Square Enix or um, whoever technically released and has the rights to JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, like some stuff like that, like more than likely they're going to lose because it's so vague. And also, at some point, it's like, well, you guys didn't come up with that original concept. Like that's been a thing. Like we talked about this before with monsters before. I think it was Dragon Quest.
I personally I hope Nintendo goes after the people behind Monster Ranchers, or as I call it shorthand, Monran. Go after the
I hope they.
Monrans.
I kind of hope they go after Harvest Moon, a dead series.
Leave Harvest Moon alone. Leave them dying on their farmland.
Or
Just because
I
Stardew
mean,
Valley came out and everyone's playing Stardew Valley instead.
it's just one of those where it's like, yeah, I don't know why. Whoever in their right mind thought that was a great idea to let them have it. Terrible thinking, but it's just like so vague, and it's like, okay, well, nothing's gonna stick. Yes, obviously they did it to go after Pal World, but even then, to what extent? Like they got rid of the whole throwing the ball to summon them. Uh, Even then, summoning something is just that's so open. It's very open. Like you know what I mean?
No, I know. It's a very like why do you it's almost I mean the hard drive pitches towards it have been like Nintendo patents jumping because it's just it seems very basic. It seems very like no everybody does that. But then I mean you look at like the Nemesis system and the Nemesis system it doesn't have like the catching and fighting aspect, but the Nemesis system, I think was it Warner Brothers in Montreal has that locked down for however long they've had it. And so therefore you're just like, man, we're really gonna copyright game mechanics and then we're not gonna be able to iterate on it. Because then it becomes a slippery slope of like, okay, well, my game doesn't have them captured in balls. They're captured in squares. I kinda want somebody to do that now. Capture them in squares.
We put them in a portable jail that just shrinks, and it literally is just a jail cell that's shrunken.
Yeah, when you start putting weird right stuff on that stuff, it's just like it becomes hard to iterate. But I mean it creates a limitation for smaller companies, and that's where like the really creative, fun, crazy stuff comes from is those limitations. But still, someone shouldn't be like if you want to put your monsters in a ball, you should be able to put your monsters in a fucking ball.
I mean, Nintendo's just pissed because they didn't come up with the idea. Oh, you're using your monsters for slavery and murdering each other. Not in our watch. We only faint over here. We don't
We
die.
They don't die, but they do beat the shit out of each other. Instead of calling it a Pokeball, from now on you just have to call it a monster sphere. It's a monster sphere.
Yeah, it's fucking on. Nintendo's just I fucking can't stand them.
All right, let's move on into my one man book club because you've already beaten the game, Josh. You beat the game months ago. Months.
It was not months ago. It was like a month ago.
Months ago. I was in Florida and you were like, I'm gonna beat the whole game. Fucking watch me. It's that SpongeBob meme of wanna watch me beat the game, wanna watch me
Watch
do it
me do it
again.
again.
You fucking asshole. Okay, so I last time we checked out, I was at the biker hideout, kind of like in the rock quarry. I've completed that mission. I got through the rest of it. There's a hospital visit where you discover that the new guy, I forget his full name, but new guy is stealing bodies. New guy and his groups of people are stealing bodies from the morgue. I'm sorry, new guy is Wendell Antonowski. That's right. So you have that thread being pulled now. You you there's a bank robbery after you go to the hospital. Well, actually, okay, hold on. So you do the rock query. The cop that you're searching for, you find out he's dead, and that this gang has been hiding bodies in freezers in building on in their base. And now I'm blank. I was just playing the game and I'm blanking on their name.
Vultures.
Vultures, that's right. So you do that. You basically dead cop. You get back to the police station. You have to print his photo and put him up on the wall with the other cops that have been killed in the line of duty. There's a journalist friend. I'm blanking on her name, but you start to talk to her a little more. This is where a little more of Robocop's humanity comes out. I'm just trying to get you guys caught up to where I am. And I think that's it. So yeah, bank robbery. You find out that they're targeting the police's, the OCP forces pension, which was hilarious because that's the plot of the other guys. Is the bad guys are targeting the Boston police forces pensions, and so they walk in, they walk into a scene where there's a cop talking to one of the bad guys on some banking business, and that's when they find out they're targeting their pensions. It's a good movie. You should go watch it. Probably my favorite Will Ferrell movie of all time. I think I'm caught up. So, I mean, there's some fascinating threads through here. So first of all, you get to a certain point in the query. The quarry, I keep saying query, it's quarry. I've been querying people for writing stuff. You get to a certain part of the quarry and they bring out Ed 209. And I was like, yes, let's go, Ed, let's go. And immediately you're in there competing with Ed, which I did not.
I want to see how well you do.
I did not beat Ed. Did you beat Ed?
Oh yeah, I beat Ed.
I did not beat. I was close. I was very close with Ed. And so I'm competing with Ed. Like, it's basically body count. It's like the complete opposite of what police work should be. And you're stacking up the bodies. And so I lose to Ed. You find the main biker guy that you need to find. I'm forgetting his, not Suit, it's the other guy. You find him, you arrest him, and then Ed malfunctions and is starting to threaten to shoot him. And that boss fight, by the way, so you fight Ed 209 101. He kills a fellow officer, which is hilarious because, you have a memorial for, I think it's Briggs. You have a memorial for him. You're like, everyone's really sad. The guy that gets mowed down by Ed 209, nobody could give a fuck.
Yeah, like, oh, died in line of duty. Oh well.
Like, I only had to print one picture that day, so it's kind of fucked. I don't know if that's like the comedy at work, or if that's the game being like, no, when it's cop on cop, like, who gives a shit? But when it's,
he was so forgettable, and when Ed 209 just fucking disintegrated his body, they couldn't identify him.
Well, I love that. I forget who came, or no, it's Ulysses. He's like, is there any saving him? And RoboCop's like, I don't think so. No,
Yeah.
no way. No. Absolutely not. RoboCop's just shaking his head. No, it's not happening. But again, that's a funny moment because you're honoring the one cop. The other cop is just kind of like pushed aside under the rug, like, nothing to see here. Damn, man. Shit sucks, but see ya. And so you beat Ed, and it's funny because you get to, and I've got more stuff I want to cover here, but my thoughts are trailing off. And then you get to the bank, and you're competing against the OCP officers, which I thought was hilarious because you're immediately right into another competition. It's almost immediate. Like, there's some stuff between it, but there's another competition. Did you beat OCP as well?
Yeah.
How the fuck did you do that?
I aim for heads.
I also aim for heads, you asshole.
And mind you, I was doing it on the hardest difficulty, and I was still doing it, Nick.
Dude, I was doing everything I could. Like I had, well, first of all, that gun, the Scar or whatever it is that the OCP cops have by default, terrible. Like the bounce back on that gun is awful.
There's only 2 guns worthwhile to pick up and use. That is the light machine gun, or the mounted gun.
Yeah.
And the other one that I absolutely loved, you don't get to the very end, and it's a sniper that basically shoots grenade rounds out.
So I don't have that. I do like the sniper they give you because I know anything I hit, no matter where I hit it, it's fucking blowing up.
Yeah. The pickup guns are awful. I think once you pick up more boards and you know what you want, like for me, I liked the automatic pistol that you never had to reload.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Mind you, the power wasn't as good as some of the others, but really, when all you have to do is fucking hold on to the fucking trigger and not let go, it's like, who needs to aim when eventually something's going to hit?
I do like like the classic shotgun they give you. I think I keep forgetting that I have it, and I keep throwing it down almost immediately. But yeah, you're in the bank. You're fighting with OCP police to fight off these vultures that are robbing the bank, who are taking your pension. And you get to a certain point, and they're like, "Hey, open the door for the Eds." And I'm like, "Wait, more fucking Eds?" And you open the gate, and 3 Eds come trouncing in. And I was just like, "Wow, we really don't give a shit." We saw the malfunctioning Ed, and we were like, "Nope, nope, nope, it's fine. Come on."
Well, mind you, this is not so. When you went on the Vulture raid, that was with the OCP police department. With the bank, you're with the SWAT team.
Oh, I mean, the thing labels them as OCP. It's still OCP though.
Well, no, it's OCP, but it's a different department. Technically, there are 2 different departments.
It's still crazy. You just had this like hard ass fight with this Ed, which by the way I cheesed it. I don't know if you cheesed it, but I cheesed it.
How did you cheese it?
There's that van that once it explodes, if you just hide behind
I
you can
did
shoot
that.
him in the head. Because
So
otherwise you're running around throwing explosives, getting gunned down, like trying to.
No, it was one of the hardest fights I've ever done in a game. And I tried doing it legit so many times, I just couldn't. I eventually I figured out the cheese, and I just did the cheese because it's so hard.
I got so close at one point, and I got him down like to a little sliver of health, and he killed me, and immediately it broke me. I was like, nope, I'm fucking cheesing it. Because as soon as I saw that van, I was like, oh, he can't get around that if I stand behind it, which I was correct. And I don't feel as bad because it kind of feels like because the point of Ed in any RoboCop story is that he's a machine that doesn't quite work. So I think exploiting a glitch or exploiting some cheese, I think that fits right in thematically anyway.
If we learn anything from RoboCop 1, it is you don't fuck around and find out. You just fucking kill it.
In that fight, I almost wish there were stairs that I could trip him down. And I'm gonna be mad if I go to look and there are stairs, because it can't walk down the stairs. That's how RoboCop beats him in the first movie.
Yeah, no, there's no other than the van. There is no stairs. There's no cheesing him other than that way. So, but I will admit, you do fight 3 other ones in the story.
Oh, not all at once.
No, you fight 2 at once at one point. I'm pretty sure.
No, I hate that. Like, are you armed to the, don't tell me. Don't.
Oh
tell
yeah, no,
me.
I will admit but you're better equipped for that fight.
Okay. Yeah, that's disheartening to hear. I get why there's repeated boss fights. Again, you've already designed the boss. Why not do it multiple times?
Mind you, the 2 of them, that's optional. You don't necessarily have to do that.
Oh, well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, but there is at least one more mandatory fight. But when you do that fight, you're still better equipped than you were in that fight.
You're at that point, you're motherfucking RoboCop. Yeah. So at one point you go to visit your partner at the hospital. Remind me of her name.
I keep wanting to say Briggs, but I'm like, no, that's not it.
Briggs is the dead cop in the ice.
Lewis.
Yeah, you go to see Lewis. She's still out, but RoboCop wants to keep her up on the mission, talk to her in her sleep. it's when you find out about the missing bodies with the morgues. I haven't seen much more about that, but I imagine they're being turned into robots at somewhere, somehow they're being turned into robots. That's my guess.
You'll find out.
There's some, there's some strings here about loyalty and hero worship. You got the framed picture of Briggs going up with all the other ones, and it's kind of sad because that's a pretty full wall when you put that up there. But also, like, with how violent the world is, you're kind of like, how's this wall not bigger? Like, think of all the violence that all these cops have seen. Dear God.
I want to mention though, this is one of the few games where I'm like, I've murdered 2 whole fucking gangs, and yet they can still come out of the woodworks. Like,
Hey.
you didn't just kill like 5 or 6 of them. You didn't arrest like 10. No, you've at this point where you're at in the game, think about how many of I forget what the first gang is called, Suits gang.
Oh, they're the flame heads or something like that. Because there's a random flame head or whatever that you save.
Torch heads.
Torch heads. Yeah, I knew there was
Yeah.
something with fire.
Yeah. So think about it. You've murdered between the news station, the city itself, the one time you go and go after Suit. So you've murdered a shit ton of people up to that point. And then let's also then think about the vultures. You were in their territory, you murdered them and cleared it out basically several times over. And then the bake heist. Like, it's like literally, and it's I say this ironically funny because you're at a point now where like it starts to become obvious with at least the vultures. But the torch heads, it's like they don't mention their numbers dwindling, but with vultures, they're like, oh yeah, there's like barely any of them left.
I do find myself I am getting sick of the violence, but I do find myself being like, man, how many heads do I have to, like, it's just one of those things. It's grating. It's like, oh my God, I'm just a killing machine.
I'm telling you, you think it's bad now. It gets so much worse.
There's also a bit, there's a letter that you can miss back at the precinct where Robocop has a baby food endorsement because he eats baby food. So the OCP is partnered with a baby food company to, market to kids. So the way they position it is, hey, this hero eats our food. You can too. And it's one of those crazy things, but you're like, yeah, you know what? That's true. Yep. Look at all the people who have these crazy ass endorsements, and you're like, why is Joe Rogan why is Joe Rogan backed by BetterHelp? Why is he endorsing BetterHelp? Or just think of the craziest celebrity endorsement you can think of, and there's probably 10 crazier than that. So yeah, I think that kind of goes into the hero worship. There's another moment later on at the bank where the bank teller or the bank manager has written a letter that he is so happy about getting the founder of the bank wrote him a letter, and he can't believe that he did it. And it's so obvious that the founder of the bank did not write this manager a letter for his upcoming retirement.
Yep.
Which is just another piece of like this manager believing that he's having this human moment with the founder, and the founder just completely giving up that human moment and instead having someone else do it, or having a machine type him up a letter, which he's getting framed, by the way, which is hilarious. There's a few more funny bits. The journalist, whose name I'm blanking on right now, she has a little button that says truth on it. Just stupid. Just a little button on her vest or on her jacket that says truth. I was like, of course.
Samantha Ortiz.
Delta City. So we're starting to get rumblings of Delta City that apparently OCP and local government have been trying to buy out people's houses so they can build Delta City over Old Detroit. And what's a game set in Detroit without a little gentrification? So that kind of feels like that's what Ortiz is digging through. Targeting police. Oh yeah, I already mentioned the police pensions. I thought that was hilarious. That bank manager, same bank manager, he's got a bomb strapped to his chest by the vultures, and the first thing he says, because your OCP lieutenant guy is there, I guess, because of the pensions, right? Because of the pensions. And the bank manager with the bomb strapped to him says, Please get this off me. This explosion could cause the company enormous losses. Instead of being worried about, the human people. Again, it's people giving up their humanity and just being basically machines. But that's where I left off. Josh, do you have anything about these two levels?
Uh, so I actually asked this with the bank. When you go into the manager's office, you see Ortiz looking for evidence
Mhm.
on the bank manager. Did you let her go?
Oh yeah, I let her go.
Okay, I figured as much. Um,
Did you not let her go?
no, I tried to give my humanity out as much as possible because I'm like, at this point, like I said, this is set between RoboCop 2 and 3. So it's like, at this point, his humanity exists. He should not be going back to this I'm a robot.
I do love that. So at the hospital, by the way, there's a scene. You're on the elevator. A body in a body bag flashes up on a gurney, and I assume that's you. You're just
Yeah.
malfunctioning, seeing your body where you were when you were dead. And man, RoboCop's really fucking good. Just anything.
It's a great game, honestly.
Unless it's RoboCop 3, I think just anything with RoboCop in it, I'm digging right now. Who would
It,
win?
it really makes. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, who would win in a fight, RoboCop or Megan?
RoboCop.
But he'd be like, "You are a child. I cannot shoot you. I will not shoot you."
We'll go with the remake RoboCop. It's a little more grittier.
All right. Did you have anything else on these two levels? Like I keep saying two levels, but it's like three or four.
It's like multiple at that point. So did you, when you went to go look at the body bags or the dead bodies, did you actually look around the room?
A little bit. I didn't do too much. I was scanning, but I didn't really see anything out of the ordinary.
You can actually find a file that has your stuff on it, and that's why the morticianer goes, "Did I work on you once?"
Yeah, he mentions your jawline. He's like,
Yeah.
I recognize that jawline. So maybe I did find that. I just don't remember it.
Uh, what about, did you catch the connection between the bank and the old man?
No, I'm gonna guess old man's got money in that bank, or yeah, he's the manager. He's the
Yes.
he's the founder. He's the founder.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I forget where. I think it's I'm air quoting your lieutenant who's flipping out over stuff missing in the vault.
Oh, it's fuck, what's his name?
I forget his name. I hope I get to shoot him. He's just a dick. Just the biggest dick in the whole game.
He gets much worse. He gets so much worse.
Thank God. Oh, of course, he's the boss. But we'll leave off there. We'll come back next week. I'm hoping to
Max
be
Becker.
Max Becker. These are memorable names. I just keep forgetting them. I should hopefully be better with the names next week. I blame the new PS5 in the house.
That's your fault.
But we'll circle back. We'll touch base on what we got 2 more weeks. We got 2 more weeks of book club.
Yeah, technically.
Technically, well, because we've got one more episode in September and then October 1st. But yeah, we'll say
That's technically, yeah, that's 2 weeks. We'll say it's 2 weeks because then at that point we'll talk about our next game.
right. That's it. That's all we got. Let's do the stuff at the end here and get out of here, everyone. I am on Blue Sky at nickkaufman.com. That's also my website where you can find my fun writings, including my stuff from Hard Drive. Good fun stuff there. I should have a piece going up about Mario with a medical bill, so keep an eye out on that. And you can find me on YouTube and Twitch at nickfatnight. Josh, where can everybody find you?
You can find me anywhere and everywhere. I'm Josh Sang.
And then we've also got smashinggametime.com. That's where you can find the podcast. We've also got words over there. Go check out our old Goaty So lists. That's some fun. We've got some guest lists over there as well. And then Alex Marvin Clark does our intro and outro song called Hunt Him Down. We have a link to his SoundCloud in the show notes, so go check his stuff out. Still haven't heard back from him, by the way. I'm like, Alex.
I say we. I think I'm going to convince you to do something different, but we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, send me some links. All right, everybody. Hey, go Go play some video games. Go have fun. Go spread some joy in the world. Get the fuck out of here. Go home. You ain't got to stay here, but you can go home. Everyone, this has been Smashing Game Time. I hope you had a smashing great time. We'll see each and every one of you next time.